It definitely seems to be consistently a buyer's market. So if you're looking to pick up properties, now's the time to negotiate for sure.
Indianapolis rental data. Average rental price in Indianapolis, $1,661. That is up 3% year over year, but just down slightly month over month. Average days on the market creeping up here. Don't like to see this. This is up a lot. So we're at 69 days on the market in Indianapolis. That is up almost 20% year over year. That's 18.97%, and then up almost 10% month over month. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. Now this is January data, so January is one of the tougher months to rent your home out, and it was freezing in January this year, so that certainly had an effect. I know there's many articles about how it affected the sales. Certainly it affected the rentals. So whether we're seeing that in this days on the market, don't know, but it certainly had to have an impact for sure. Number of active homes, there is 1,390 active homes. You can see where we are. It's actually up pretty significantly year over year, up 24%. Pretty significant. So that's something to keep an eye on for sure. Average price per square foot is $1.05. Take a look at the graphs there at the bottom. We've updated these average rent price trend, which we had last year, so we can see what the previous 12 months have done. And then you got just a little dot there showing you where we are for January of 2026. And that shows us that we are up 3% year over year. And then this is, I think, a new graph also that we added, days on the market trend. Now we've got that looking at the whole year of 2025. That looks like normal, right? So it means like it is on the market increase as we get into winter, and then it goes down as we get into spring and summer. So that's great to see. Can see that days on the market did definitely increase this year. Again, don't know if that was weather related or not, but she certainly had some sort of impact on that.
Exactly. So what's great about having this new graph here, average number of active homes, is we can really see if there's any correlation between supply and your rents and see what impact could potentially have or not have for that matter. Not much surprising here. Some seasonality probably speaking to your average days on market, I think, at a whopping 69, which is crazy, honestly, to me. So since we started using Rent Engine, our average days on market is currently marked at 15. Now, it's a new system. We just started integrating with it, so there'll be some fluctuation there. But we've been using it long enough to where I think it's a number that is impactful nonetheless. 15 days on the market is what I hope to see consistently.
The vast majority of our homes are way, way better than that, but we've got one or two that are struggling, and they're kind of dragging our average numbers down. So even though it is 34, if I took those two out that are struggling for whatever reason, we're in the 20s for sure. All right, Indianapolis sales data. It's looking like this year is going to be a good year to purchase homes at a more affordable rate than we have seen in the previous years. Again, this is from the investor point of view, so we're looking at homes under $500,000. So all these stats are with that in mind. The average sales price for a home in Indy, unbelievable, $232,578. We're actually seeing that tick down a little bit, both month over month and year over year. So we'll have to keep an eye on this sales trend. There's a lot of talk as far as what's going on with the sales market. We'll go over some of that in the economic update as far as what we kind of see happening this year, but definitely something to keep an eye on if those sales prices are going to continue to tick down or not. Average days on the market, also creeping up, 61 days on the market. That is up pretty significantly, both month over month and year over year, 22% month over month and 15% year over year. So a little bit dicey here for the Indy market in January. Again, this is January data, and January again is one of the harder months to rent a house and to sell a house. So keep that in mind. There's some seasonality here. Number of homes sold, 541 homes sold. That is actually down 36% month over month, and then almost 9% year over year. Average price per square foot, $148 per square foot. Again, that's down 5% both month over month and year over year. And then we've got our two graphs that we always have on our sales data. So average sales price over time. You can see the gray line is all of 2025. So pretty normal in terms of peaking during the summer. And then all we have right now for 2026 is just one data point there in January, but you can see it is definitely below the 2025 mark year over year. And then bottom right, you can just see where the homes are selling. This is broken out into different price points. You can see that Indy is still a very, very affordable market, compared to a lot of things nationwide, but even here locally, it remains one of the more affordable markets. And you can see, there's still lots to choose from for under 200,000, tons to choose from for under 250. So Indy, despite its really gaining popularity, does still remain really, really an affordable market.